Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you very much for coming back and I hope you're very well. Today's video is going to be a little showcase of all of the luxury purchases I made last year. So I didn't go too mad, but it was my first year as a full-time blogger. It was my first year that I wasn't a student and I saved up. I put a little bit aside every month. And in December I treated myself in true festive spirit to a few luxury purchases that I had had my eye on. So without further ado, I suppose I will show you what I got. So I went to Harrods with the intention of buying my Givenchy Antigona bag. But invariably I gravitated towards the Valentino section, and it was actually David that spotted this bag initially, but I have seen it online and in lots of other kind of fashion shoots and pictures before and have been in love with it and had my eye on it, but didn't really think about it until I actually spotted it in the shop. This is my Valentino Rock Stud bag. It's in a new season colour. It's actually called pastel grey, but to me and in some lights it looks a little bit more purple. It's got the gunmetal grey strap, which is actually twisted, which is bad, and then it's got the gunmetal in matching studs across the front and a little clasp down here. It's the perfect size for taking out and about in the evenings. I love carrying my life in my bag, which is great when you've got a huge bag, but it gives you a bad shoulder from time to time because you're carrying, literally, I looked in my bag the other day and I had sore throat spray, and I haven't had a sore throat for a good couple of months. I had cold and flu tablets, I had 5 different lipsticks, 10 pens I think, I had 2 perfumes, 2 hairbrushes, and yeah, I mean, no one needs that much stuff. So this little bag encourages me to be a little bit more minimalistic, and I absolutely adore this colour and the style. As you will see from my other purchases, I love Valentino. There's something very magpie-like about me. I'm drawn to shiny things, and obviously Valentino is very glitzy, very sparkly with its studs, so I guess that's my excuse. I am still so in love with this bag. I haven't actually worn it out as of yet. I might do after this video goes live, but it is just absolutely gorgeous and I can't stop looking at it. It's pretty spacious inside actually, and it's lined with a gorgeous soft matching pastel grey suede. It's got a little zip pocket in case you want to put your phone away for safekeeping, and another little pocket for cards, and then it's big enough to fit a couple of lipsticks and your phone, and I mean it is quite spacious. It's deceptively spacious. Now this bag is an investment piece. It was £1,400, so it's not cheap, admittedly, but I did put some money aside, and it was really lovely to be able to treat myself in December to a bag that I have always wanted but never thought I'd be able to own. So yes, this is something that I'm very happy with and still can't believe is mine. So following on the same lines, my second luxury purchase are these, or were these, very gorgeous Valentino Rock Stud sandals. So they are the block heel rather than the thin heel, just because I am terrible at walking in thin heels, and for me I wanted these to be more kind of daytime, summery, gladiator sandal-esque shoes, and I found the block heel is just a lot easier for me to walk in and stress-free. I know I'm not going to fall over. So these obviously are in black, and the story behind these is because I didn't actually buy them myself. I was going to buy them. I've been talking about them all year because I really wanted a pair of Valentinos to wear to my graduation. And when I got my results and I got a first class degree in journalism, you only really get that kind of excuse to treat yourself once in a lifetime. So I thought it's quite a good way for me to weave in the Valentinos. So I'd found a deal online where you could get 10% off on Farfetch, I think it was, with your first order. So I put the order in and I messaged David and I said, I'm going to treat myself, I'm going to buy them. stuff it, I'm not going to worry. And he messaged straight back. In fact, I think he called me and he was like, no, don't buy them, they're already on their way. And sure enough, later in the day they turned up with a little message saying congratulations on your degree. So these were a gift from my very wonderful boyfriend, and I feel very lucky because they are very expensive but staple shoes that I will keep in my wardrobe and in my collection forever, and I am so happy with them. I can't believe I've got them. The third luxury investment are these very glitzy, sparkly and rather messy because they shed Jimmy Choo sandals, and they are, I'm trying to remember the name of these, I will definitely link them below, I'm useless. So I actually saw these in Harrods when I was going shopping for my bags, and after buying 2 very expensive bags I didn't really feel like I could justify buying these as well. It would have been too much of a crazy shopping spree. So I waited a month and I actually had the Go Glam Gala, which I didn't have any shoes for because I had a pastel pink dress to wear. Eventually I didn't end up wearing those because they got caught in the shoes and I loved the shoes more than the dress. So I actually changed my dress for these shoes, but I thought I had an excuse to order them, and they are just the most gorgeous glittery girly shoes ever, and they take pride of place in my wardrobe. They're super comfy to wear because although they are high, they have a block heel, so there's no kind of worry of you tripping over in them or twisting your ankle, which is something that I've done many times. So yes, these are my sparkly, gorgeous, lovely shoes that I will treasure forever. And last but certainly not least is my favourite purchase of all, which is my Givenchy Antigona bag, which I have had my eye on pretty much my entire life. Okay, that might be an exaggeration, but I've wanted this bag for so long and I finally got it, which is very exciting. It's in the size medium, which is actually very big, pretty much double the size of my head, and it's very wide. So as I said earlier, I love fitting my life into my bag, and this one is perfect because I can literally stick everything and anything in there. I can have my camera, my laptop. It fits a whole lot of stuff. So it's also very comfortable. Whilst it's got a shoulder strap, I tend to wear it on my elbow or on my arm, however you say that. I was initially going to go for the one that has studs around here just because I thought that was really pretty, and as you know from my Valentino addiction, I am partial to studs. But eventually I chose the classic black version in the soft leather rather than the more patent kind of glossy leather. This purely because this one marks less and I am extremely clumsy. That was also the reason why I didn't get the nude version, because I know I would have marked it very quickly. There are a few marks on this already, which is slightly disappointing, but I'm going to go and get it professionally cleaned because I do wear it every day and absolutely love it. It's the best investment I've ever made. And whilst it was expensive, it was nearly £1,500, I will wear this pretty much every day for at least the next 2 years. So for me, cost of wear is very, very good for this bag. It's just the most gorgeous leather, such a classic style, and I am just in love with everything about this bag basically. So there we have it, my 4 luxury designer purchases for this year. Obviously a little disclaimer now, this isn't to brag, this isn't to say, oh look what I can afford, look what I can buy, it's not at all. I've saved long and hard for the 3 items I did buy, and obviously the other item was a gift. So it's not something that I'm advocating is available to kind of splash out all the time. They are investment pieces and I feel very lucky that I was able to purchase them. I think it's really nice to be able to treat yourself to something luxury if that is what you're interested in. For me personally, I've always adored luxury items and high fashion. I've just never had the funds to be able to afford some pieces for myself. So in the past I've borrowed pieces from friends or family, and it's the best feeling in the world to be able to own some of my very own pieces. So yes, I hope you've enjoyed this little insight. I am going to do a full closet wardrobe tour once I've got around to tidying everything away. I do have a pretty vast shoe collection, and obviously these two shoes in this video take pride of place. They're my only kind of designer shoes. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you on the next video.